They always come up with such catchy ways to make us pay for things we don't need for kids we didn't want.
Buy a Springfield Elementary t-shirt?
I don't want people to know my kids go to this lousy school.
And now it's time for Lights, Camera, Auction. No cameras. Next up for auction is this wonderful bench handcrafted by our second grade class.
Don't buy it. I bought one last year and it was crap construction.
Shh. Do I hear $50?
I am Edith Nickertwist, an eccentric widow.
For this masterpiece, I bid
$1,000.
Sold to the mysterious and unverified Mrs. Nickertwist. And that concludes tonight's auction, which has raised a school record $116,000.
I'm Mrs. Nickertwist, and I've had a proper hearty heart at your expense.
Why do I believe everything I hear in a British accent? Mr. Simpson, I know you're not one of our wealthier parents, but surely you'll honor your son's enormous debt.
Why, of course. $3,000? Oh, I need more cash. Better go to my invisible ATM. What? $2 charge for non-network bank? Oh.
You are a nitwit in an ill-fitting suit.
I'll have you know I'm lop-shouldered.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said I'm lop-shouldered, and I have been since I was hung by my armpits in a North Vietnamese prison. If you think it's so easy to handle Bart Simpson, why don't you do it yourself?
Fine. I will personally take over Bart Simpson's education, and for once, that boy is going to learn something. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm expecting an important call. I know I can superintend like the wind. So, you are the so-called Breakfast Club. Wrong room. We're the Fight Club. Thank God they never went on to do anything since. So, Simpson, you'll be studying with me now. We'll start with American history. Bart, what if I told you there was a president who was an actual cowboy?
I'd act like I'm interested, but inside, I'd be bored.
That's as good a place to start as any.
I believe they are. My opponents do not.
Hey, this Roosevelt guy was sort of interesting. Did you know he was a colonel in the army? I've never said this before, but I'd like to learn more. Man, Teddy Roosevelt killed more Spaniards in one day than most people do in their whole lives. Now to go home and let TV slowly rot it all away.
Not so fast. Teddy Roosevelt believed you could learn from books, but he also believed you can learn just as much from the out-of-doors. All around you is a national park created by Teddy Roosevelt.
Wow. A man who is good enough to shed his blood for the country is good enough to be given a square deal afterwards. Just quoting our 26th president, Lise, Teddy Roosevelt protected America's wildlife.
Yeah, so he could shoot it himself. Franklin Roosevelt led this country through the Depression and World War II. Face on a dime.
Face on a mountain. And on July 1st, 1898, Colonel Theodore Roosevelt and his band of Rough Riders charged up San Juan Hill and liberated Cuba.
Cuba C! Castro no!
After me, man!
Bully, 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 bully!
I'd be glad to have you boys join our experiment in manly education. Look at him, boys. He is the canary in the coal mine of a dying empire. Boys are falling behind in every subject because our classrooms are entirely geared towards girls. Legend has it that Teddy Roosevelt visited the forest and lost a pair of his trademark spectacles. This weekend, we set forth in search of those spectacles.
This place is as beautiful as the side of a Coors beer can. The kind my dad used to leave in the bathtub.
There are no bad fathers in the wilderness, boy.
Dinguses! Dinguses! I found him! Gravity blows!
Gary, you took these boys on an unauthorized field trip, and look what happened.
I'm gonna take you for every peso you got.
How did she know we get paid in pesos?
They took my job away, boys.
Who can name the 3 types of rocks?
Chalmers would actually take us out to see the rocks.
Put your head on the desk and shut your eyes.
My desktop is sticky with soda from the kid that had it before me.
Do as I say.
Stupid fish.
Hey, Gary.
Simpson, you are looking at a man who was not good enough for the worst public school in America.
I call this meeting of the Brotherhood of the Spectacles to order. Our mission, to get Chalmers back his job.
Hear, hear! Hear, hear!
I'm thinking of something big. So big it involves taking over the entire school and not giving it up till Chalmers gets his job back.
So I'm considering taking drugs. Would the school advise for or against that?
Oh, strongly against. Would you like to read this pamphlet?
Oh, yeah.
There's a car with its lights on in the teacher's lot. Late 90s model. Coffee stands on front seat, stacks of resumes in back seat.
Bart, what are you doing?
Taking over the school with all the kids inside.
What? I'm telling Mom.
Great, you can call her from the closet phone. Yo, Teachwads, the Brotherhood of the Spectacles has taken over the school!
Oh, no, please. Don't make us start our weekend early.
Our paychecks are in there.
Willie, break it down.
Not so fast!
Back it up, or the photocopier eats it!
Okay, we gotta stay focused. Jimbo, gather all the students in the gym. Milhouse, take a nap. You know how cranky you get.
I do not.
This is Kent Brockman outside Springfield Elementary with the parents of lockdown leader Bart Simpson.
He's not a bad boy. He had a teacher who finally got through to him, and they fired him.
Dude, you better see this.
Attention, Brotherhood of the Spectacles. You are ordered to immediately evacuate the school and then return to school where you belong.
When I met you, you were nothing more than a thick file of infractions. Now I see a young man I'm proud to call my disciplinary problem.
Job restored.
Increase in title?
Fine, fine. You're super-duper-intendant.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful! Milhouse, did you take your nap?
Does it look like I took my nap?